Every Sunday, Guy Lambert hosts a public affairs program on WPGC 95.5. It's called Community Focus, and while I'm redoing the second half of the PGC 12 video that should have been finished over the summer, but wasn't because Filmora is an ass, here's 16 Community Focus episodes, and after the PGC 12 video, all PGC and WPGC related videos will be moved to PGC 12, so be sure to subscribe to that. Oh, and coming soon, a new SoundCloud about a Belgian radio station. Here's a hint. It's Wallonian. Anyway, thanks for your patience and let's roll.
This deal from Cox has so much great stuff. Why not call today?
Now's not a great time. Great deal, though. Did you say 100 meg internet?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna switch.
Wolves.
Right. I'll just call.
This deal from Cox has 100 meg internet, Contour TV, and free installation for $79.99 a month. Call today.
Oh, hey, you don't want to eat that.
I was looking for somebody who wanted to find love.
At eHarmony, we ask you questions so that we can match you for a lasting connection.
I found my person.
I really found my true love on eHarmony.
eHarmony.com, the #1 trusted dating site. Start for free today.
The new tableside guacamole bar at Uncle Julio's starts with the freshest ingredients prepared at your table. Served with a variety of toppings.
Wait. I need a picture.
Make fresh memories only at Uncle Julio's.
Richmond treats Northern Virginia like a giant ATM, forcing us to subsidize the rest of the state. Jennifer Wexton's part of the problem. Wexton supported the largest tax increase in state history, nearly $6 billion. Northern Virginia singled out for higher sales taxes, outrageous tolls on 66. More than anywhere else, we got taxed, told Wexton. A sellout politician we cannot trust in Congress. That's Jennifer Wexton. NRCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
At Children's National, Stronger is caring for a baby's heart in the first 12 weeks of pregnancy and a future when prenatal pediatrics leads to healthier children. It's being the #1 newborn intensive care unit in the country and giving parents peace of mind. It's less recovering in our bed and more jumping on yours. Stronger is standing out and standing proud, because we don't just want your kids to grow up, we want them to grow up stronger.
The XT5 reviews are in.
Current Cadillac owners and lessees get a $4,000 total purchase allowance on a 2018 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection.
Bacon, sausage, hot dogs. You grew up with these foods and so did I. And if it's not so healthy, we just kind of laughed it off. But with kids or a spouse or other people you care about, it's different. These meats cause colorectal cancer, and rates are rising among young people, and we never got the connection. But now we know better. So work with me on this. Let's help the next generation stay healthy, maybe stay healthy ourselves too. Learn more at physicianscommittee.org.
Listen to this smash.
Thing.
Here, Rainbow, come on. I hope you hear us. There's a beautiful rainbow in the sky. Everyone come back. Everyone come back. Everyone come to Sophie's house so the rainbow won't fade away. And everyone sing this song. Please, rainbow, don't fade away.
No, we mean this one. WPGC TV 12 mornings in Washington, D.C., broadcasting live from our D.C. Lottery Studios in the Navy Yard neighborhood, D.C.'s home to Operation Prime Time, and favorites from the WebCon archives.
WPGC PGC 95.5.
Let's go.
This is WPGC FM HD1 Morningside, Washington, D.C. A radio.com station.
Hey folks, welcome back to another edition of Community Focus right here on WPGC 95.5. I'm your host, News Affairs Director Guy Lambert. Hey, we got a power-packed show lined up for you today. Gotta get to that in just one second. Before we do so, need to remind you that the comments and opinions expressed during the course of this program are not necessarily the views of WPGC Radio nor Intercom Broadcasting. Hey DC, Maryland, Virginia, are you ready for lights, camera, fashion? Yes, I said fashion. You see, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, we're getting set for the Pink Carpet Event Charity Fashion Show. What's that, you ask? When's that, you ask? Well, it's coming up sooner than you can believe. It's all taking place October the 7th at the Riverside Center for Performing Arts in the heart of Fredericksburg. I didn't stutter. I said Fredericksburg. And it's all to benefit breast cancer survivors. Here to tell us all about it happens to be the founder of the Pink Carpet Event Charity Fashion Show, none other than Ann Singleton. Ann, truly a pleasure to have you on the show. Welcome, ma'am.
Good morning, and thank you.
Oh, you know what? You might want to try radio at some point. You brought on the sexy voice this morning. you know a lot of folks are going to church, and you talking with the sexy voice. But this is just really cool. I got a call from a buddy of mine and says, Guy, you know, I got to tell you, this young lady by the name of Ann, she's doing this Pink Carpet Event Charity Fashion Show. It was a huge success last year. We want to know if you could be a part of it this year. We want to know if she can come on the show and talk about it. And I said, absolutely. Why? Because it's all about breast cancer survivors. Folks that are hearing about you and hearing about the actual event coming up, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Hi, well, this is our third year, and we simply celebrate breast cancer survivors. We celebrate those warriors. We have them walk that runway, slay it, and we celebrate them and with them.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, why breast cancer survivors? Why did you select that?
Well, I chose breast cancer from a friend of mine who is a breast cancer survivor, and she also had an aneurysm. And I just looked at her and looked at her strength, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she is such a warrior. Wouldn't it be so great to celebrate her and women just like her who have beat breast cancer?
Yeah, and that's why we encourage you, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, to show up once again October the 7th. It's the Pink Carpet Event Charity Fashion Show, all taking place in Fredericksburg, 95 Riverside Parkway to be exact. It's at the Performing Arts Center there. You know what I like about this, Ann, is that, you know, so many times we were talking about this off air prior to starting. When you think of entertainment, when you think of fashion, when you think of lights, when you think of a runway, well, a lot of folks think of D.C., but in this case, we really need to think of Fredericksburg because you bring it and you bring it every time.
Virginia certainly does, and Virginia does have fashion.
Yeah, and of course, Singleton Enterprises is all about providing, shall I say, excellence in the entertainment business, of which you spearheaded. Yeah. That's another reason why I'm really excited about this. With regard to fashion, you have not one, but two designers actually taking part of the fashion show. Tell me about them.
Yes, we have two local designers. One is a next gen. She's a junior in high school, so she's fabulous. She was in our show last year. She did a fabulous job. And we have another designer that's local out of Gainesville, Virginia. This year's theme is Pink Panther, similar to Black Panther. So we're going to make sure that Wakanda forever.
I know that's right. Of course, the proceeds that are raised from this event, I would assume, are going to really to benefit the breast cancer survivors.
Yes, and it's going to go this year to Mary Washington Center for Breast Cancer.
One of the cool things that you plan to do during this upcoming event is a lot of your models, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe if not all of your models, you want them to be breast cancer survivors. So if there's a woman and or a man, I should say, that is actually listening right now that wants to take part in this event, they should probably pick up the telephone and give you a call.
Yes, so we do have most of our models are breast cancer survivors, but we also have non-breast cancer survivors that will model in the show as well.
Okay, the $1 million question, because somebody's listening right now and say, ooh, girl, I want to get my model on. Do you have to have modeling experience in order to walk the runway?
No, you do not.
Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this a lot. Tell me what's to be expected. So when I walk through the doors at the Performing Arts Center, what am I going to see? What am I going to be surrounded by?
So you're going to go wow when you walk in and see that beautiful ballroom. And you will be greeted by some wonderful young folks in the community. I did bring out some of our young NAACP youth members to help host the show this year. And there's just going to be a lot of fun, love, entertainment. We'll have singers, we'll have dancers, we'll have wonderful breast cancer survivors modeling. And it's going to be great. There's going to be a DJ and dancing after the show. It's just going to be absolutely wonderful.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're still looking for sponsors as well. And that shouldn't be a problem, being that the cause that you're really focusing on is one that really needs to have an emphasis on.
Yes, we are still definitely looking for sponsors and additional breast cancer models as well.
By the way, you're going to have a number of vendors there as well. I almost forgot to mention the swag bag item. That's what I'm looking forward to. Can't wait to get my hands on a swag bag.
For the VIPs, yes, swag bags. And the host yourself.
Well, yeah, that's right. I actually will be hosting the show. Truly honored to be there, and this is going to be it's going to be one of a kind. And, as I stated earlier, I do a lot of fashion shows. I've been up to New York Fashion Week, recently hosted DC Fashion Week. What I like about your fashion show is that it's all about giving back, featuring breast cancer survivors to benefit breast cancer survivors. That's why you need to show up as well. Folks that want to buy tickets, how would one go about to do so?
You can go to www.pinkcarpet.eventbrite.com.
All right, let's do that one more time. I want to make sure folks get it.
That is www, for our third year, pinkcarpet.eventbrite.com.
Easy as 1, 2, 3. It's the upcoming Pink Carpet Event Charity Fashion Show, all set to take place October the 7th at the Riverside Center for the Performing Arts. That's 95 Riverside Parkway in the heart of Fredericksburg. The event starts at 6 p.m. Don't get your tickets now, but get them right now. Once again, we've been joined by Miss Ann Singleton, founder of Singleton Enterprises, also spearheading the Pink Carpet Event Charity Fashion Show. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on Community Focus. You're welcome. All right, folks, stick around. We're going to take a quick break. More Community Focus coming up next, right here on WPGC 95.5.
Download the all-new radio.com app and listen to WPGC 95.5 anytime, anywhere.
And we're back. You're listening to Community Focus right here on WPGC 95.5. I'm your host, News Affairs Director Guy Lambert. I'm smiling from ear to ear. I'm excited, and you should be excited as well. Why, you ask? That's because I'm joined by the folks from the New Way Foundation. Who are they, you ask? Well, they've been here before. You should know by now. You see, the New Way Foundation, their mission, real simple, to enrich lives with hope and dignity by providing global access to healthcare and education. You see, the New Way Foundation is a 501c3 organization founded on the belief that everyone, and I mean everyone, deserves a decent quality of life. Now they're getting set for their annual gala. Shall I say it's the golden age of Hollywood? You got to put your pinky in the air for that one. Yes, it's a 20s inspired with cocktails, musical performances, a live auction, and it's all taking place at the Lyric in the heart of Baltimore. Here to tell us all about it happens to be the founder and the executive director of the New Way Foundation, none other than Sharifa Muniz. We're also joined by Miss Sydney Williams. Who is she? Well, she's one of the recipients of the scholarships this year, and she's all a part of an organization known as GIRL. That stands for Girls Inspired and Ready to Lead. You got all of that? You ready to have fun? So with that, I present to you Sharifa and Sydney. Welcome, ladies, to the program.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Sydney.
Hi.
Sydney saying, I don't know if I want to talk into the microphone. It won't bite you. We're just going to have some fun here. Sharifa, I had the opportunity to be a part of this event last year, and I got to tell you, your events, and now mind you, I've only done this one time, but your events really stood out from all the others. Why? Because not only was it a gala, and of course at a gala, you sit down, you have fun, you meet people, but it was all about giving back and giving back in a rather unique way. Folks that are hearing about the New Wave Foundation for the first time, you heard me touch on it, but why don't you tell us what you're all about?
Well, you really did an amazing job, Guy, of really introducing what we do. And at the heart of the New Wave Foundation, it's really about changing lives. It's really about making an impact, especially for the young generation, giving them a sense of what is possible. And our vision truly is creating a decent quality of life for all and using education and healthcare as that avenue to do that is really all about what the New Wave Foundation does. One thing, too, that we do that I wanted to mention is we have a New Wave Scholars Program at the New Wave Foundation. And with the New Wave Scholars Program, we focus on kids who are the first in their families to go to college. We also like to focus on the C students because you know what? The A students are going to be fine.
You are talking. I was a C student. You talking my language. I get it. And look at me now.
Here we go. Giving them an opportunity to, be encouraged to stay in school and create a future for themselves better than the ones, from the past.
Yeah. Well, you heard me just say it, Sharifa. I liked you before, but I really like you now, focusing on those C students. But this is just really cool because you talked about focusing on everybody as well. And I want to make sure you stress that because, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is really an international organization as far as I'm concerned.
It really is. One of the things that is really unique about our fundraising gala is that we highlight organizations that a lot of people may not have heard about. And this year, we're really excited about 3 organizations specifically. The first is GIRL, which again you mentioned stands for Girls Inspired and Ready to Lead. And what GIRL focuses on is inspiring young ladies to be leaders, to pursue professions that may not necessarily be female-dominated professions, like professions in the STEM, in the science and technology fields. And what really stood out to me about GIRL was the fact that they target girls from a really young age. We're talking about elementary school, middle school, high school girls, giving them real-life experiences and opportunities to touch on technologies that a lot of kids would really shy from.
Yeah.
And so GIRL is one of the organizations that we will be focusing on this year. We're also focusing on Go Therapy. Go Therapy was actually founded by a local woman right from D.C., Robin Baker.
Oh, wow.
Who took physical therapy and what she does there to Accra, Ghana. So she is in Ghana right now working in hospitals in remote villages, providing physical therapy to disabled citizens that have been literally written off.
Yeah.
And the third organization we're focusing on is the Queen Louise Shelter in the U.S. Virgin Islands that was devastated by Hurricane Maria last year. And we are helping them rebuild their playground, which was completely demolished, to give those orphans an opportunity to have a reason to smile again.
Speaking of smiling, the young lady that's sitting right next to you, she's smiling. You heard me introduce her earlier. Her name is Sydney. Pull that microphone over to you, Sydney. I want to make sure folks can hear you. Sydney Williams, you are a part of the a GIRL, I should say, which is Girls Inspired and Ready to Lead. I got to say, I'm so proud of you, Sydney, just from the way you actually presented yourself from the time I met you.
Thank you.
I really am. Tell me about what it was for you when you got that telephone call from Sharifa and saying, you know what, we want to recognize you for what you have done within GIRL.
It was amazing. It's just another example of all the great opportunities GIRL has provided me with. I first heard of GIRL when I was in 5th grade at my school STEM night because one of the board members of the New Wave Foundation actually promoted a focus camp at GMU. So I've been going to that camp for 4 years now, and this past summer was the first time I didn't go.
And I got my first internship, and I was able to work with Health IT, which is why I love the New Wave Foundation, because I find that so interesting.
Yeah, you seem to be so passionate about not only about the New Wave Foundation, but about what you've learned, about what you will continue to learn. There's a young lady listening right now that's saying, you know what, I maybe thought about joining an organization like Girl. I maybe thought about joining an organization like the New Wave Foundation, but I'm still teetering on the fence. Why would you recommend to them to do such a thing?
Girl has just shown me so many things. You know, I've gone from being a pediatric physician to wanting to pursue chemistry to finally finding Health IT affects all of us, no matter who we are, no matter where we are. It has an impact on our lives, and it will continue to have an impact on our lives.
Yeah, now you get to carry that torch that New Wave is about to pass on to you. That's got to make you feel good deep down inside.
It does.
Yeah.
And even working with Girl has really inspired me. I even started my own nonprofit to reach out to those lesser individuals, and I think that's just amazing.
Sharif, as I was chit-chatting with Sydney, I'm sitting here looking at you at the side of my eye, and it's as if, you know, by the way, Sydney's mom is here as well. If we were on TV, you will all be able to see you. So, hi, Mom. But it was as if you were looking at her like a mom as well. Like, you're just so proud to see her grow and knowing that you're playing a role with all of that, too.
I truly have to say I feel like a proud mama, and I have to tell her mama too, just what an amazing job she has done with Sydney. And it's because of girls like Sydney that the New Wave Foundation is proud to do the work that we do.
Yeah. All right. So let's set the scene. It's all set to take place October the 6th. Once again, it's taking place at the Lyric, 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. And as I stated, it's all about the golden age of Hollywood. And we're just going to have an amazing time. Folks that are going to walk through the doors of the Lyric, what are they going to be surrounded by? What are they going to see?
Oh, it's going to be a 20s inspired theme, as you've mentioned, with themed cocktails. We're going to be having a live jazz band and a live auction this year. So this will be our first year having a live auction, and we have so many amazing auction items. And I would love to share one or two.
Please.
We were just offered a private vacation home in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
With a private beach, pool, golf course, with a personal chef and a house manager for 1 week.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be up for auction.
So can we cut the microphones off and I just make my bid right now and then we shut it off? And what's the other item?
Okay, we have amazing VIP sports packages, like, for example, with the Wizards, floor seats, and a signed Bradley Beal basketball.
Wow.
We have with the DC United, we also have at the new Audi Stadium, floor seats and a signed jersey by all the DC United team members. We have live concert tickets. We actually will have a live Baltimore artist who will be painting a 20s themed artwork right there at the gala. And by the ending of the gala, we'll have that artwork ready for auction as well.
I got to tell you, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, I don't know about you, but I'm sold. I'm going to be there. I'm actually serving as the Master of Ceremonies again this year. You know, when I think about your event, Sharifa, I once again think about the diverse amount of people that were at your event. That's what I really liked about it. It was truly international in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. That's why you truly need to be there. Folks that want additional information, they want to purchase a ticket, not now, but right now, how would one go about to do so?
All right. You can either check out our website at newwave-foundation.org or check us out on Eventbrite, and that would be at newwavefoundation.eventbrite.com.
All right. It's the golden age of Hollywood. Once again, set to take place October the 6th, 7 p.m. until 11 p.m., all taking place at the Lyric. Of course, I'll serve as your Master of Ceremonies, and it's all being spearheaded by the New Wave Foundation. Once again, we've been joined during this segment by Sharifa Muniz. She's the founder and executive director of the New Wave Foundation. We've also been joined by Sydney Williams, who's a part of Girl. Girls inspired and ready to lead. You go, girl. All right, folks, that will just about wrap up another edition of Community Focus. I want to say thanks to all of my guests this morning. Of course, thanks to you as well for listening. God willing, we'll do it again soon. Until then, make it a great day. I'm Guy Lambert. This is WPGC 95.5.
Hey, Redskins fans, get our Paisanos Game Day BOGO. Buy one, get one free.
Under Governor Hogan's leadership, Maryland students have received a record $25 billion for K-12 education, with more on the way. A lockbox to ensure billions in casino revenues go directly to schools, plus tens of millions for school safety. And now, free community college.
Every single child in our state deserves access to a world-class education, regardless of what neighborhood they happen to grow up in.
Larry Hogan, changing Maryland for the better.
Real people, steal people. They want real power, real options, and real value. This fall, get a real solution. Get a Steel.
When you have doctors working as a team for your health, you get the care you need to help you thrive. Visit kp.org to learn more. Kaiser Permanente. Thrive.
Soar high. Set sail on a great adventure and experience Maryland's rich maritime traditions in new ways. See you at Maryland Fleet Week and Air Show Baltimore.
Do you feel exhausted and sleepy during the day? Many people don't know that they're suffering from obstructive sleep apnea, which is a serious medical condition that should be treated. It can lead to heart attack, depression, and erectile dysfunction. The new Provent sleep apnea therapy is ideal for travel and makes the treatment so easy. Just visit sleepwellrested.com, order your trial kit right now, and try 14 nights for less than $1 a day. Please speak to your doctor to see if Provent is right for you.
It's your last chance to save 35% store-wide during Bassett's anniversary sale.
Welcome to my home. Your Houston team for Halley speaks, and for the next 16 weeks, you'll be having a pilot 116 different hoofs, and 10 afterwards, you'll vote for the pilot hat you like, and the pilot hat gets the most votes will be made in an actual series. Isn't that cool? Our first pilot is per weekend, в follows helves of the kids of the volume of parkways hooten and recovery counter for young disabled people after my visit and he в become векаук movies episode, highly and heseki paths. Yep, that's what it was led. Anyway, let's check it out.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
Close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Go for a mouthful, go for the fun.
Oh, go for cake!
Cakes for everyone. Just one stack is what it takes. And it's go for cakes. Open wide, stuff your face. There's always room for more Gopher cakes. Empty the box, then reload. Eat those Gopher cakes till you explode.
Exercised lately?
Till you explode.
Maybe we could live in a house like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
If the black dog of depression makes you feel like the saddest soul on earth, you're not alone. Around 350 million people share this debilitating but treatable condition. If you're worried about someone, ask if they're okay. If you're not doing so well yourself, ask for help. There is no shame in doing so. The only shame is missing out on life. So get help, be helped, and always hold on to hope.
I'm a missionary, and I got shoved off my bike in the street.
Someone torched my car because of my I Love Jesus sticker on the back.
Someone refused to sit next to me on the plane because I was holding a Quran.
I'm Gabby Alvarez.
I'm Rachel Schroeder.
I'm Ralik Ron.
And I'm a Mormon.
And I'm a Christian.
And I'm a Muslim.
And we are humans.
If you want to stay on top of your health, one simple thing to do
is take the pledge to go and get screened for the cancers that might affect you.
So stand up to cancer and take the pledge at getscreenednow.org.
It only takes a minute to take care of yourself,
and nothing rhymes with org.
Nope, nothing rhymes with org. Who wrote this?
Hello, Paul here. Today, I'm gonna show you how to prepare for a 3-week trip overseas. Please register me. Before I begin, I'd wanna take the time to thank Eric for letting me borrow his backpack. Lizzie, could you show their faces?
Hello. Hi.
Alright, let's see what Eric packed in his bag. Doug, Eric, what am I feeling?
Oh, you're feeling Vaseline. I accidentally broke the lid off, and I was gonna get a wrap to cover it up, but I got lazy and decided not to. Also, I felt if I did, the wrap would give away.
Folks, always find something to cover your Vaseline when the lid breaks. Water bottle, can't have him. Alright. Please register me. Let's see what else Eric packed. You're gonna need a book to read on a spare time, another book if you finish the other one, a journal to document interesting things on your trip, a box of writing utensils, an electronic device, headphones, sunglasses, Vaseline, a lotion dispenser, a hygiene kit, some clothing, a granola bar or two, and $20, just in case.
Okay, so what parts of the backpack do you put everything in?
I was getting to that. Okay, you're gonna need to put the $20 in a wallet, along with some other coins. Please register me. Now you're gonna need to put the wallet in a small pocket. Next, you're gonna need to put your granola bars, sunglasses, and Vaseline in the front pocket. Then, you put your books, pencil box, tablet, and headphones in the middle pocket. Finally, you're gonna need to put your clothes and hygiene kit in the back pocket. Alright, you're ready for a 3-week trip overseas.
Wow, Paul, you're a miracle maker. Thanks.
This voice is not licensed. Please visit www.capstrol.com to purchase a license. Thank you. Next time, I'll show you how to shove everything in sight and get away with. Till then, have a nice day.
The rubber meets the road in the final 5 parts of the Brett Gates saga, on the next time Brett.
So, every Sunday, Guy Lambert hosts a community affairs program. Every Sunday, Guy Lambert hosts a public affairs program on WPGC 95.5. It's called Community Focus. So, to keep you guys occupied while I'm redoing the second half of the PGC 12 video that I should have posted over December, but it wasn't finished because, well, Filmora is an ass. Here's 16 of the community focus programs. Let me redo that. So, every Saturday... Let me do that again. Sunday, Guy... Oh, God. I'm never gonna get this fixed. Every Sunday, Guy Lambert hosts a public affairs program on WPGC 95.5. It's called Community Focus. And to keep you guys occupied while I'm redoing the second half of the PGC 12 video that I finished... Every Sunday, Guy Lambert hosts a public affairs program on WPGC 95.5. It's called Community Focus, and to keep you guys occupied while I'm redoing the second half of the PGC 12 video that should have been released over December, but wasn't because, well, Filmora's an ass. Here's 16 of the Community Focus episodes, and after finishing the PGC video, all PGC 12 videos or anything WPGC related will be moved to PGC 12, so be sure to subscribe to that. Oh, and coming soon, a new SoundCloud for this Belgian... I can't speak.